Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing very well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my latest tattoo session that I had with one of my favourite tattoo artists, Heidi Fury. She has been working on my blastover sleeve and she did my beautiful neck tattoo. I've been getting tattooed by her since 2019. It's been a long journey, but we're nearly done. We're nearly finished. But yeah, I recently had a tattoo session with her and we're going to talk about it in this video. But before I carry on with the journey, the story, I'm super excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know I like to go off on a tangent. I don't actually script my videos. I just sit down and have at it and talk. I don't structure them, so it can be a little bit all over the place. So I took the class YouTube Success Script, Shoot and Edit with MKBHD, who is Marcus Brownlee here on YouTube. I love his content so much. His videos to me are so professionally done and I really wanted to know how he did it and how he plans his videos. So that course was super helpful for me. If making videos isn't your kind of thing, don't fret. There are many more courses that will interest you, from cooking to interior design to animation, photography, all types of art, marketing, music, and many more. These courses are great to pass time or learn a new skill or improve on something you already love doing. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. Connect with the support of fellow creatives and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. The first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare premium membership, and then after that it's only around $10 a month. So thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get on to what happened in my latest tattoo session. So yeah, like I was saying, I've been getting tattooed by Heidi Fury for a couple of years now. She has been doing a blastover sleeve on my arm because I had a black and grey sleeve all up in here. If you remember, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know what it used to look like, but it was basically like a haunted horror sleeve, and I did like it, but it's just like it wasn't doing it for me anymore. I like dark, bold tattoos, and the tattoo that I had underneath this just wasn't dark and bold. It just wasn't cutting it for me. So I went about finding a tattoo artist that can do blastovers. The difference between a blastover and a cover-up, for those that might not know, is with a cover-up, you want the old existing tattoo to just disappear. You don't want to see it anymore. But with a blastover, you're not so fussy. If the old tattoo peeks through here and there, it's not a big deal. And I went for the blastover because it wasn't going to be so stressful on a tattoo artist, and I wanted something unique and different. Like, a lot of people do go for the cover up, and I wanted to have a blastover. I just had to be different. That's who I am as a person. I had my recent tattoo session on the 13th of April, I believe it was. Tattoo studios actually only just opened up here in the UK again on the 12th of April, and I luckily booked my appointment back in September, I think it was, for the 13th of April. Like, I couldn't get more lucky if I tried. For once in my life, I was lucky, okay? I normally get tattooed by Heidi at Femme Fatale. I think I'm saying it right this time. I always get roasted for not saying it right. She would normally tattoo out of Femme Fatale, which is in London, and I've recently moved and stuff, so I'm not as close to London as I was, but luckily Heidi now has her own studio. She still tattoos in London, but for like one day a week or maybe two, but the rest of the week she will be in her own studio, which is in Northamptonshire, which is kind of close to me. So I obviously took the opportunity to get tattooed at her studio this time, and I had been dying to go since she announced that she was opening her own studio, and oh my god, it is gorgeous. It is the most, I know I say this a lot about every tattoo studio I go to, but like, every tattoo studio I go to is so unique, and Heidi's is no exception. It's called Fury Tale, by the way, which is a great spin on her name. So it's kind of like fairy tale, but it's a spin on her last name. I love that. I'll put in some footage and clips around here of the studio, and it is just like this tropical neon bright dream. It's gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of a cocktail bar. I don't know, it's just gorgeous. It's in like this shopping village, and it's not like a village, it's literally a place that you park at, right? And then you just walk around it, and there's like a little fountain, and there's tiny little shops all around, and like a little cafe as well. It's so adorable. It's like the cutest area of all time. So yeah, on the day Tom took me because he had the week off, And so I kind of arrived and stuff, and it was just her, and she's got like a receptionist, Freya, I think her name is. She was lovely. So it was just them two, just doing their thing. So the plan of action for the session was to finally get that bee tattoo that I had wanted on the other side of my neck for the longest time. I'd come out with temporary tattoos over lockdown. I think it was the first lockdown. It was kind of a way for tattoo artists to make more money. I don't know if you remember that far back, but a lot of tattoo artists were coming out with merch, prints, temporary tattoos, and I tried a couple, and Heidi had some. And on that temporary tattoo sheet, there was a bee, and I tried the bee in a video, and I put it on this side of my neck, and I was like, oh my god, that would 110% complete my neck tattoo. It won't be like nothing too big or anything like that, because on this side, as you can see, it's beefy. Like, I didn't want to have anything too heavy on this side because I felt like it was going to take away from all of this. So something just a little subtle, just to finish this area and have something there, was like, I don't know, it just felt like it was going to fit, because I was and ahhing as to whether I should get, you know, like a traditional style tattoo on this side of my neck, because I have, you know, this side of my arm which is all traditional and all of that. So I was going to kind of, you know, yin and yang it, so to say, to have all the black here and then have colourful here. But then a lot of you guys were giving me feedback, because I did ask for your advice and said no, that wouldn't look that great, or it just wouldn't work. And you know, I'm glad I listened to you guys, because you know, you're here to help me, I'm here to help you, you're here to help me. This is how our relationship works. Okay, we're in a relationship now. Okay. We'll get married soon, don't you worry. I thought, you know, just a little something to finish it off, and just to have something on this side would just, yeah, finish it off. Heidi had a couple of like pre-drawn bees, but she showed me one, and I was like, yeah, that will be fine. I like that. It's cute. It's got a chubby butt. I'm all about it. I love bees. I think they are just the best things on the planet. Well, aside from dogs. But like, it's got like this really cute little chubby bee butt, and I'm obsessed with it. And she was like, I'm going to add like a few stars and sparkles again, just to fill it out, instead of just having a random bee just floating. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, because she does a lot of like dot work, stars, diamond shaped things on a lot of her tattoos, which I absolutely love. So I was like, yes, I'm getting the Heidi Fury touch to the other side of my neck. Not that I don't have enough already, you know, but I want more. Give me more. She printed out a couple of sizes, and she was like, okay, we could do this size, which was quite small, we could do a larger one, we could do like a medium one. And I said to her, in your professional opinion, I'll let you do whatever you think is best. That's what I like to do with tattoo artists. I'm just like, do what you want, because in my opinion, that's when you get the best result, because they're the professionals, they know what they're doing. So why not just let them have it, right? So Heidi was like, well, you know what, let's go with the medium size bee. I think we went with the medium size bee. And then she put the stencil on my neck, and then she free-handed some, you know, dot work and stars, and it looked absolutely amazing. And there's a picture here that you can see like of the stencil and stuff. And yeah, she got to tattooing, and the way I was getting tattooed this time is I was laying on one of those like massage bed things, and I was just laying down, and I had my neck turned to the side. And you won't believe me with this, but it barely hurt. It did not hurt that much at all. Now obviously there's a huge size comparison here, because this, I think, bee only took around about, I want to say like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It really didn't take that long. And in comparison to this neck tattoo, which is the tattoo I will say is the most painful tattoo I've ever had in my whole life, like out of all of the tattoos that I actually have, it was so easy. Like, there was a few spicy bits, but honestly, I would rate it like a 4 or 5 out of 10. So if you want a neck tattoo, just go small, all right? Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. No, honestly, do what you want with your body. But it was so easy to sit through. And she did what she had drawn up on my neck, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. So she free-handed a few more dots and stars, and it kind of goes all the way to the back of my neck. So everything is gonna tie in together basically, because the other stuff that she had done was all of this here, but my back is black and grey. She kind of wanted to merge it all together as well, so it wouldn't look floaty, or, you know, like it doesn't match or whatever. Like she wanted to, I guess, make it look like all of my tattoos had a purpose, you know, like they all kind of blended in together, which is amazing. I love that. She did all the bee and stuff. I'm so glad that I did it, and now I feel like my neck does just look a lot more complete. So yeah, you can kind of see it all there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it just looks a lot nicer. It just looks completed. It looks finished, and I love that. But yeah, let's talk about what she did for my arm. Now, it's done, but it's not done. How can I make sense of this? All of the black work is done. It's completed. We've done that. What she wants to do though is go in and do white highlights all over the place. Yeah. My next session is literally a session of white highlights, nothing else. Oh no, we're just gonna do white highlights. And I'm sure if you've had the white highlight situation, you know white is the most painful. I don't know what it is. Normally it's mainly because it is done at the end of a tattoo session, so your body part wherever you're getting tattooed is already irritated and all of that. That's mainly one reason, because your body starts to give up, and then the tattoo artist is like, okay, we're nearly done, just got to add the white, and it's just like, oh, like that nearly done gives you a sense of relief, but then they do the but, and I think that's what really messes with you, maybe, I don't know. It will just be a session of white highlight, so it might not be too bad because it will just be that, but then it is the white highlight for the whole of my arm, all up here and all of that. So that's going to be fun, but let me show you what is happening. I need to kind of take this off. 2 secs. Okay, I've just turned my t-shirt into a sleeveless top. Let's just call it fashion, sweetie. Okay, look it up. As you can see, I've got a microphone at the minute, so let's just move that like that so you can see a bit better. I don't know, that's just in the way. Just what are you doing? So maybe you've seen how this has looked in previous videos. I've shown what this looks like in a couple of videos, not recently, but here and there since my last session, to kind of show you guys what needs doing, and what needed doing has been done. So this is what it kind of looks like as of now. It kind of just goes, like this. It's kind of like swoop. And what she's done, which is really cool, is she faded it by doing dot work, which I absolutely love. So instead of having a solid line on my chest, she kind of dot worked it. So then should I want to get my chest tattooed, it'll be easy to incorporate something instead of trying to work around a solid line. So we can just dot in another tattoo kind of thing. And she did the same for my armpit. It's all dot worky here as well. Now obviously because this bit is new, it looks a lot darker to the rest of my arm, which is completely normal. It happened when I had this session and any other session that I've had on my sleeve kind of deal. It takes about 3 or 4 months for it to settle and look like the rest of my blastover. So that's why this looks a bit dark, but it will change. But yeah, she did all of this bit up here. She did a bit of dot work here and there. She also did up here as well, so you can see my back tattoo just there. But then she did all up here to sort of blend in my neck tattoo to my arm tattoo, and then to blend it into my back tattoo as well. So like I was saying, it all has a purpose, and it's all works together kind of deal. So I think for this part of the session, because this was all done in one day kind of thing, my neck tattoo and this I think was worked on for about 3 or 4 hours here and there. Most of it was dot work, which was super relaxing, I'm not gonna lie. There wasn't much pain, to be honest, throughout the whole tattoo session. It was probably one of the most easiest tattoo sessions I've had in a very, very, very long time. I was having the best time with it. I don't know whether it's just because it was Heidi's studio and it was just so relaxing. And another thing that I noticed actually is that her studio, she had a radiator blower thing on for most of the time I was there, and I'm such a cold person, not emotionally. Okay, sometimes. I get very cold very easily, and especially when getting tattooed. Let me know if you are the same as well. I just get cold so easily while getting tattooed, but for that session I didn't. And that means when I'm cold, I start to shiver and then my whole body starts to ache. But for that session, I was warm, I was very comfortable. I didn't get the shivers once, and normally with a long tattoo session, I do get the shivers, but because the studio was so warm, I felt fine, and I think that helped me a lot. Like, I felt like I sat very well. I didn't have any moments where I was like, oh my god, like I want to die. I wasn't like being like, oh my god, fuck my life throughout the whole thing or anything. Like, I felt fine. Like, I could have been there for hours and hours and hours and hours, but I think I was only there for about 6.5 hours ish. We had a couple of breaks, obviously. We had like a drink break, a snack break, a toilet break, all of that fun stuff. Yeah, as always, me and Heidi sort of spoke throughout the day about random stuff. She's so fun to talk to. She has a great sense of humour as well. We just had a good time. It was a great tattoo session. But yeah, this is almost healed. Heidi wrapped me up with like Sanaderm, Dermalized, that kind of second skin wrap. I left that on for 7 days and then I took it off. And then I've been healing it with Lush's Dream Cream. I've gone back to that because I just love how soothing it is. It's very moisturizing. I love the smell of it, and I had some anyway. So I was like, I'm going to use that because I'm not going to lie to you, I am sick of the smell of Hustle Butter. I cannot, oh God, I've used it too many times, and because Tom uses it as well, my boyfriend, it's all I smell. So he recently got tattooed as well, and I could just smell it, and it's just like, oh, I don't know, like I love Hustle Butter. Please just don't get me wrong with that. I really do love it, but they need to come out with different smells. If they can do that, that would be great, because then you can like swap. You can go from the original to a different smell, back to the original. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wish they would come out with a different smell, even though I know Hustle Butter is like, it's made of like mango, so it has that mango smell, so it might be hard to mask that. And obviously with fragrances as well, that can maybe mess up the formula. I don't know, we're going off on a tangent. But yeah, I've been using Dream Cream, and at the minute it's just a little bit itchy every now and then, but it's not that dry or anything. Like, it's getting to the stage now where it's going to start settling down, which is fabulous. My next session is at the end of May, which is where I'll get all the white highlight, which it's gonna be great. And now we need to discuss what, okay, let's move this. Tom set this up for me. I don't want to touch it, but it's in the way. Let's discuss this blank space I have. Hang on, I don't want to go too far because then it's going to merge on over into something that should be on a different website. But I have this space here now, and a part of me loves how this looks. Like, the negative space, there's nothing there, all of that jazz. It's kind of unique. It's not something you see a lot of, right? But a part of me does want to get a chest tattoo now, and I know it's the spot that I've been putting off the most, apart from my knees. I'm feeling having something here, maybe. Like, I think it would look cool and it would maybe finish it off, but then like maybe it just looks good like this. I do need your help. I do need your opinions. What do you think? Like, what would you do if you were me? I would love to read your thoughts and opinions of like this space. I was thinking, like, if I was to get something here, I would probably get like a death moth. So yeah, like I was saying, I was there for 6 hours and I paid Heidi her sort of normal day rate. I know people are always interested in prices and stuff to get a rough idea. Heidi's day rate is £500, so I paid the 500. She also gave me the t-shirt that I'm wearing, well, was wearing. It's is in a situation at the moment, but yeah, she gave me this t-shirt as well, bless her, and she gave me some stickers as well, which is really sweet. And yeah, I cannot wait to get tattooed by her again. So yeah, we're kind of coming to the end of the road with this, unless I do get the chest tattoo. Who knows? We'll see what the future holds with that one, but we're nearly there. But yeah, I think that's everything. It was all smooth sailing, and yeah, again, please help me. Leave your comments down below, and until my next video, bye.